Oh, my name's Foxman. So again, I'm Fox, and this it seems like it's the last review I'm going to be doing of the Batman. Let's say no, because it's going to be my house for the whole series. But I like, as I've said before, I like the series. It's fun, it's awesome, and honestly though, I think they probably could have ended the series of the Batman after the last season finale. They could have ended it there, and I'll say because this season, though it is kind of cool that they open up with like a Batman versus Superman type thing, and it's probably a better setup. But then Batman v Super. Well, I don't know, but it's a good setup for them to fight each other, where basically they lace Poison Ivy's hypnosis pollens with kryptonite so that they could make Lex does this to make Superman want to fight Batman, and then they fight, and then Batman basically finds a way to get the spores out and whatnot. But that was pretty good. Like, Lex was also gaining help from the other Batman villains. It was a pretty good fight. But the rest of the series, it's kind of like that, to where it's less the Batman, like a reimagining of the Batman, and more now Batman Brave and the Bold. Which, mind you, again, Batman Brave and the Bold is still pretty good, especially when I watch Hammer stuff. And then again, I still have to rewatch the series so I can double check that. But from what I remember, it's still a pretty good show. And in this, but for the Batman, a reimagining of the characters from Batman, having all these different, like, showing different backstories or having different supervillains, stuff like that. For a reimagining of Batman, this I don't think should have been what it was about. This, if anything, this should have been like the Justice. There should have been like the Justice League, where like they do a reimagining of all the characters, like backstories and all that stuff, or whatnot. Though Superman, be same Bruce Wayne, Batman, but I'm sorry, but yeah, like this was more like yes, you have every once in a while you have just a Batman and Robin, or Batman and I don't even think Batgirl appeared that much in this other than the final season, but other than that, it's just like, okay, we have these and these, and then like that's about it. Or we have some of it, but mostly it's like Batman Brave and the Bold, where Batman's fighting villains from other superheroes' stories. Which honestly, I'd be fine with if it happened every once in a while throughout the series, and if like we had other things to set up some of these characters, like kind of like in the Arrowverse, like you have the Flash, but you can have some Arrow villains coming to the Flash story, or some Flash villains going over to Arrow, and so on and so forth, or Legends of Tomorrow. You can have all of these bouncing back and forth between all of them. But this is just like, okay, here's Toy Master. You don't really know much about him other than he's a villain of Superman. Or here's Shadow Guy. He controls shadows. Apparently Hawkeye's villain, and we don't really get much out of that other than, okay, these are their villains, not Batman's, and we kind of came to see Batman. But yeah, I'll say the fifth season probably was the quote-unquote weakest, I would say. No, it's more or less, it takes away a little bit from everything else that's going on. And also, I am going to bring up some things that I've kind of liked and also had a problem with some other seasons. One thing I also did like about, because also they redo kind of the ending of the season finale of Batman of the last season, but this one is a little bit less cool, because even in like the last one was an alien invasion that's taking over the world. It's not the Reach, but it's something like that. It's a hive mind, and they're just taking over the world, destroying everything, and the superheroes have to try to find a way to stop it. Where Batman and Martian Manhunter and everyone in the Batgang try to stop it. And there's even a cool scene where Lucius and Alfred are looking over a balcony as ash comes down from Gotham burning, and they're like, well, let's get to work. And they go to help Batman and stuff. That's awesome. I like that. But this one, it was more, it's like setting up, more like this entire season was just setting up, okay, these are all the Justice League members, Green Lantern, all them. And then the ending is, well, the Justice League with all the superpowers are taken, are kidnapped, and we find out that it's the aliens again. But somehow they found a way to steal the superheroes' powers, which one for all of them, except for a few. Like one, they said, "Oh, they're stealing all the superheroes with superpowers," and they took Green Lantern. Linkara put it very. Linkara put it. Linkara put it. Let me see. How should I say this? Linkara put it pretty well. It's not a superpower. It's a little green gun. Oh, that technically the Green Lantern is a freaking is a gadget superhero, because his ring is the gadget. He only has one gadget that can make many things, but that's one gadget. Yes, there's a living organism inside of it, which I guess, yeah, they could kind of say that's it, but like the rest of the season is just okay. Rest of the season's okay again. It's just like Batman, Brave and the Bold. It's just seeing Batman team up with the other members of the Justice League, and that's basically about it. There's something I want to bring up, but yeah, the season finale, I'm just like, oh my god. And like they steal powers, like they steal Superman's powers and all these guys' powers. And I'm just thinking, okay, Green Lantern, go charge your ring. Superman, go into the sun. Wait till daylight and let the sun hit you so you can heal. Hawkman, I don't know how they stole your powers, your magic. At least from what I've been told. Martian Manhunter, I don't know how you work. I think all I know is Smallville. You're the opposite of Kryptonian. You gain power from a red sun. Though I'm not sure how, since there's no red sun near Mars, but whatever. Not that I can think of, but unless the atmosphere of Mars makes it look red, I don't know. But Flash, try to run. I got a little conditioner. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, gosh dang, why? But I'll say it's probably a little bit better, because like this kind of reminded me a little bit of a comic book that again, at Top of the Fourth Wall reviewed, which was JLA Act of God, where all the superheroes lose their superpowers. For some reason, even some of the gadget guys like Green Lantern and the others lose their superpowers, and they have no idea why, even though some of them are technically superpowers because they're part of their genetics and something like that. Well, I guess metahumans could be considered the same way, but they're like Superman, where it's it's their genes or whatever that allows them to have these abilities and so on. It's not, but that's just something that they have, where the Martian, where it's regular for them to transform and stuff. But I guess, I don't know. I guess technically, yeah, they're superpowers, you could say. But yeah, Green Lantern, no, that's technology. Also, they didn't even show Wonder Woman in this. Now I think about it, wonder why. Is it just because like this was aimed more towards like boys? I guess, I don't know. But I will say one thing that I did kind of like bug me throughout. One thing. Actually, two. I'll talk about season 5 a little bit more though first. But there's actually one scene where Black Mask shoots one of his number ones, because he switches number ones. Even though at one of the next episodes you see Black Mask in, his number one, his like top guy or whatever, he was kicked out and switched for another guy, but he's shown in another episode with the Black Mask, and I'm like, okay, is he rehired again? But then in this episode they show a new number one. I'm like, okay, I guess that was just a screw up. But so he shoots his number one with an anti-gravity gun, basically, and his number one flies to the ceiling, and Black Mask presses a button, and the guy keeps flying into the sky, and we never see him again. He's dead. He's in space. Apparently that'll never stop, so he's going to go into space and just die, even though Robin is later on seeing the stuff is off of him, but they found a way to get it off him. But that guy had no one, so he's in space somewhere. Superman's going to be flying around the Earth and find a skeleton just frozen in space, or just a body frozen in space, or stuck in the atmosphere. And what's the other one? Another one was, there's these guys who are basically Batman and Robin copycats, but they try to help supervillains. And in the end, the fake Batman knows Batman's secret identity. But the Joker, which I love for one thing, is that the Joker straight up, because these wannabe Batman and Robins for villains, they basically were gonna out Batman, and basically they're also saying, oh, telling all the villains, I'll help you guys all out, and you guys can steal whatever you want. I'll be your protector. And when Joker hears that these guys are gonna out Batman and say, I'm gonna end the Batman, he's like, Joker, get me out of here, and they tell Joker, get us out of here, because Joker was like dressed up as a security guard, and Joker's like, no, outing the bat, killing the bat's my job, or outing the bat's my job, not yours. And they throw a gas canister into this cop car, because Batman and Robin totally said, all right, that's it, we're done. We can't be Batman and Robin anymore, because they're gonna say they're gonna say who we are. But the Joker throws a gas container of Joker gas and makes the two start laughing uncontrollably, stuck, smiling and laughing, and then the Joker rides away, and Robin's like, so are we back in business? And Batman says, we're back in business. And they chase after the Joker, even though we've seen multiple times throughout these seasons that they have the cure for Joker's laughing gas. But they just straight up left these two to laugh until their death. I'm like, oh my gosh. Those are one of the things that made me laugh, because I was like, that's so straight out of character. And I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever. It's just like Batman v Superman. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Batman's killing people. I'm going to laugh at all of this for how effed up this is. But, yeah, that was just too dang hilarious. Also, yeah, I forgot to say, in the season finale of the Batman and Bruce Wayne, with the season finale of Batman season 5, basically the Justice League gets their powers back. Oh, basically their powers were being stolen by Hugo Strange and uploaded into robot machines of the monsters or the robot aliens from last season. But and upload into like robots like that with superpowers. But then they find out they have to break the symbol on this chest and punch their hands into the power core, and then somehow allows them to absorb their powers back. I will say, I would take it as the robot they used, because there was this white goop that I guess took the powers. I say those were nanites, and they basically injected nanites into the superheroes, and then whatever energy they got, or whenever they try to use their powers, it feeds into these robots, allow them to use their powers, allows them to use the powers of the superheroes. And when they punched the core of it, it overloaded the nanites and destroyed it. That's the only way I would say that. Well, not the only way, but that's how I say that they probably got their powers. But yeah, it's Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange gains knowledge of everything from these robots, and then basically they all team up to then destroy the bad guys, and that's basically the end of the series. Oh, and then like in the JLA, when they're all in the Justice League base in space, Robin and Batman are like, wow, Robin and Batgirl are like, wow, this is awesome. And they say, wow, we have the coolest clubhouse. And Batman goes like, you guys are basically not part of the JLA. And he's like, what? We're Justice League, Teen Division. And I'm just like, Teen Titans, awesome. Okay, now, because I'm kind of running out of time a little bit, but one thing that I did like, when I like that, and also I do like they homage and bring up a lot of like references to a lot of things, like Adam West Batman, where at one point Joker's recording a show and Batman's fighting, every time he punches it goes pow blam, or whenever the show begins with the theme song for one, the na 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 na. But then also like you see Robin jump out of like this thing with an R on the front of it, which is kind of how he jumps out in the comic books, his first appearance. And things like that. I like that they do references to all that, which is awesome. I like the little things. Again, I feel like if they would end with him just joining the Justice League at the end, that would have been cool. For some reason, Superman was the one who didn't want to join the Justice League because he worked alone. I'm just like, really? Superman is the one who doesn't want to join the superhero team? I think it would be the opposite, that Batman would. It's like, I have my own team or something, but whatever. They fixed the Martian Manhunter's chin, too, because when you first see him, his chin's, like, super huge, but they kind of fix it a little bit now. The superheroes are awesome. Batman's awesome. One thing that I didn't like after Season 2 was that Yin is totally gone. Yin is totally disappeared. They never show her again. They never do anything like that, and that kind of stinks. Because that kind of, they kind of give us Batgirl and stuff like that, but it kind of stinks that we never see Yin. We never see like Batgirl interact with Yin or anything like that. Yin being Batman's partner on the Force, which I guess, yeah, the police aren't chasing after Batman anymore. But that was also kind of the fun of like the first 2 seasons, was seeing like Batman kind of go bigger in the policeman's eyes. So like, oh yeah, and then like the end of season 2, he's basically to the point where, yeah, now he's working with the police. But it would have still been cool to see Yin there. Would Yin have to have been a love interest? No, but it would have been kind of cool to still see Yin there popping up. Seeing, just helping out or like giving up things like that. Maybe the police know or something like that. But I guess Commissioner Gordon could do that. But still, I would have liked to seen Yin still keep on going. Heck, if they wanted to, they could even do a Batwoman, Yin become Batwoman or something. I don't know. This was, I think, before the redheaded Batwoman that we get now, but yeah, we could have seen something like that. We could have seen a little bit more. Again, season 5, it felt less a reimagining of Batman and more Batman Brave and the Bold. Like, we're supposed to know who some of these characters are or whatnot already. And it's just like, eh. What I would like to see, like, of the DC universe, where, like, it's the Superman or the Martian Manhunter or the Green Lantern and stuff. Yeah, I would have kind of liked that. That would have been awesome. But, yeah, it's still a good show. I like it, but like the season 5 one is just like more. It's less a reimagining of Batman, which kind of stinks. And like they could have done a little bit more like stories of like going to the future again, like during the Dark Knight times, like or they went on Nightwing in the future or something. That'd have been kind of cool. Harley pops up with Joker every once in a while, which I didn't know, which is pretty awesome. Whenever they do a Joker one, also like when Batman and Robin and all them and Batgirl get stuck in like these caves, and Batman basically uses TNT to blow up a tunnel to the Batcave from under Gotham. And when later on in the series, later on in the end, Batgirl looks at it, it's like, huh, ooh, can I have my own Batgirl cave? I could put bean chairs, this, there. And Robin's like, what? If she gets a Batgirl cave, I get a Batgirl. I get a Robin cave. And Batman goes, no one's getting a cave. No one else is getting a cave. And they're like, aw. I like that. That was funny. There were still funny parts, which I liked. I'm trying to think. There was one where like Joker's mind gets uploaded to a computer game, and then he gains powers over nanites, and that was all right. That was all right, and like especially since the Joker, especially since he was able to do a lot of more cartoony things, which I'm like thinking, yeah, this Joker could, he would be this cartoony. But also the first Joker's like, I don't like this guy, and they do beat. In the end, they do beat him, and it also that episode kind of stinks too because it begins with Nightwing, but then it turns out it's just an avatar in a game. Which one? Okay, I kind of like that he's using that. He's like he already knows the name he's gonna pick later on. But then I'm also just like, aw, I thought this was gonna be like a future episode or something. That'd been awesome. But no, it was actually just like his avatar in a game. It's an alright season. The series itself, in a whole, is pretty dang good, especially when they're reimagining the super villains and everything. That's pretty epic. I like that. But after that, when they just like say, okay, you're supposed to, okay, look, here's the superheroes of Martian Manhunter and all that. I'm just thinking, why are you doing that? Why? You could just leave it and just let it have its own thing, but no, you have to shove all these guys in here, and that kind of stinks. But either way, I would have liked to see the Superman or something like that. Though that kind of sounds like a stupid name, I still would have liked see the Superman, like they have like a reimagining of all his supervillains too, and we could even keep going with other characters too, like the Green Lantern and stuff like that. It would have been kind of awesome, but no. But in a whole, the series is awesome. Does it have some flaws? Yes. Yin is only later on brought up in like the Dark Knight episode from season 4. But yeah, I feel like season 4 was probably supposed to be the ending for the Batman series. I feel like it probably was. Says it ends on a high note and ends with Batman joining the Justice League. And It ends with Batman joining the Justice League. It ends with it has such things like the jump forward and like the zombie episodes. Like the writing was great during those, and like that's awesome. I feel like that was supposed to be the end finale. The ending with the aliens attacking and Batman joining the Justice League was supposed to be the end. But Warner Bros. Said, let's see if we can milk this a little bit more. And so they did season 5, and no. If anything, they should have kept doing season 5 and kept doing it with kept doing it more with like the story, with like the aliens, like what happened afterward and stuff like that. That would have been cool, but no, they didn't. They just do like the ending season finale of that, just setting up the Justice League so that they can have this season finale. The writing was, I think, probably way better during season 4 and beforehand. Especially then they try to balance out a little bit more. This, after that, it just gets episodic. Because it's just, okay, who's going to team up this week? And, like, that's just like, but whatever. Tell me what you guys thought about it. I like the series. It's pretty good, but, yeah, it just gets a little too episodic. There's no really overlapping story other than we're showing you the Justice League so we can do this big thing at the end where it's really rehashing kind of the beginning of the season finale of the last one, but on a way smaller scale almost. Yeah. But either way, take away what you want. I definitely say check it out. Next, I'm probably gonna start watching Young Justice again so I can give a review on those 2 seasons. I just think I want to see more of the Blue Beetle. But tell me what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out more videos that I've done, please click the link in the description below. Check out all my videos. There's a good Batman v Superman in this season, at least in the beginning first two episodes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Check out all my other videos, and we will see you later.